Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Good morning to you. It is Sunday morning still. It's just what? Okay, I don't know. But let us play with some cards. Let's just have some time this morning to relax, to connect before we get into the day, out of the morning and into the day. Okay, out of the morning, what type of morning are we talking about? Does it have a U in it? We have surprised. Okay, what are you surprised about? Let's work off of this card. Prized. It's like you've prized something open. Have you prized open your heart? I felt like there was a heart that was like gated, locked, under lock and key. And you're surprised at this. That's what's coming. That your heart has been prized open. Feelings. Okay. And what's your heart made of? Love. Cheers. Let's have some coffee. It's nice and warm. I'm going to wrap my hands around this cup. I'm going to warm my cockles. I think that's your toes. You warm up your cockles. I think so. It's a saying. Yeah. Here, have that. That will warm up your cockles. I've got to research it now. Okay. So, okay. Warming up your feet. If you have a tendency to get, cold feet. So, warm up your cockles. Interesting, because warm up your vocal cords came up, and Luna just walked into the room and gave the tiniest of, warm up the cockles, meaning gratify one, make one feel good, as in it warms the cockles of my heart to see them getting along so well. This expression uses a corruption of the Latin name for the heart's ventricles. Oh, come on. Colea cordis, second half of the 1600s. Warm the cockles of one's heart. What does the slang word cockles mean? Wow, cockles of one's heart. I never knew that. Learn something new every day. I thought they were talking about your toes. This will warm up your cockles. I didn't know it meant the heart. Okay, cockles of one's heart. The depths of one's emotions or feelings. The happy family scene warmed the cockles of his heart. Okay. Right then, all of that just off of that one card. Surprise what can come through. Okay, cheers. Cheers. That will warm your cockles, Lucy. Thank you. Surprised. I'm surprised about the meaning of the saying. What type of coffee is that? That's called a lazy weekend blend. So let's have a look at the energy cards. So that card says surprised. Surprise, surprise, the unexpected hits you between the eyes, the unpredictable. That's the surprise you'll see. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. This could have something to do with work, maybe, because that actual name, surprise, surprise, is connected to the company that I work for. And interesting, we had a box of delivery. Well, we've had a few boxes of delivery. On one of them, though, I noticed it said surprise, surprise on it. And we have coat hangers with surprise, surprise on it. And we also have like labels. And yeah, so surprise, surprise. The third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Okay, so we're looking at your solar plexus here. It's just underneath the heart chakra, but what's interesting is the heart chakra is highlighted here. So let's read the meaning of this card, but the third chakra for me is associated with the Chariot energy. So it's having that urge. So I feel like the heart's opened and it feels, it wants to feel, and it wants to express. Okay, grief is love with no place to go. Let's read the meaning. Whereabouts is the book? I haven't got the book with me. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it like that then, with what I've just said. Archangel Chamuel, champion, is coming through. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Dun, 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 dun. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Okay, feminine compassion in reverse. Now, 1111, that's a sign in itself. And at 1111, I was in interaction with my group family chat. And my youngest daughter said, make a wish, because I put it's 11:11. Because we was in a conversation organising Guy Fawkes night. Okay. Bonfire night, where we seem to, I don't know, celebrate Guy Fawkes' attempts of trying to blow up Parliament. Anyway, we was arranging bonfire night, fireworks night, Guy Fawkes night, whatever name you want to put to it, arrangements to have a gathering. And it was 11:11, and it was my daughter went, make a wish. And I said, I wished for us all to be happy and content. Feminine compassion in reverse. So compassion is compassion, but there is this energy of don't allow yourself to be walked over, or allow people to take your compassion as a weakness. We're just changing the word like kindness to compassion. So feminine compassion is in reverse. Does this mean that the masculine's coming through? There's a surprised energy with the masculine wanting to show compassion. That's a first. Lucy, that's what came out. That you would be surprised. You'll be surprised when the roles are reversed. There you go. 0909 was on the timer. Okay, so surprised. This masculine's heart has been prized open. And it's like he can see what the prize is, but there's this energy of him being overwhelmed. But it feels like with this angelic energy, being overwhelmed, surprised with how overwhelmed he's feeling, like with maybe masculine compassion. Okay, let's go. We'll go to the Greek mythology cards because they feel very masculine in energy. Who sang this song? I wanna wake up with you. Boris Gardner. Something about the sowing the seeds of love. The seeds that you've been sowing. Poseidon. Avarice. I wanna be there when you open your eyes. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. I've got to carry on singing because it's the words now. All the love inside me has been sleeping, waiting for the right one to come along. Not sure if that's the accuracy of it. You can share the love that I've been keeping, baby. You can put the music to my song. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to wake up with you. 11:11. Make a wish. I want to wake up with you. That's also the energy of wanting to grow with somebody as well. Discover. Co-create. I want to wake up with you. The energy of I don't want to feel as if I'm in a daydream, as if I'm in this sleepy, hypnotic mode. But in a way, it's like that hypnotic energy that doesn't really want to be lost. Because it's like mesmerizing, enticing, curiosity is coming through. The heart is curious to explore. Avarice. Let's read this message. Poseidon had all the arrogance of his brother, Zeus, but failed to be crowned king of Olympus. Instead, he was given dominion over the water element, making him a little weaker than fiery Zeus. Hence, Poseidon is always envious of his brother and seeks to gain land and material goods to make up for his lack of superiority. Okay, so this is the energy of feeling a bit left behind and realizing that, like, when it affects the psyche, because jealousy, enviousness is coming through here, and like self-sabotage. But then realizing what's occurred, because this is about the energy of the feminine compassion. Here is a strength card. That's the strength of the divine feminine's energy and the divine masculine's energy. Both are equally as important and varied. It's like you bring your own talents and contributions to the table. And they are different from each other's, but along the same vibrational theme. It's about the law of polarity, opposites, the yin yang. So you are not to be the same, but you do balance out. You bring equilibrium within your differences. And to realise that. So what's coming through is Paula Abdul and MC Scat Cat. Opposites attract. You know, it ain't fiction, it's a natural fact that opposites attract. Okay. I'm going to have to share that video. That's such a cool video. I love that song. I believe washing machines telling me that my belief is right. I believe I had that on vinyl. MC Scat Cat and Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, oh, oh. Or am I caught in a hit and run? He could be surly and quarrelsome, often grumbling and shaking the earth with greed or avarice. This card may denote irritability with one's lot. Poseidon had royal status, but not quite the supreme position, so there could be a sense of looking over the fence at the greener grass with some envy. Perhaps you or someone else is disputing the ownership of something or feels materially deprived in some way. But whoever this card describes is already in a powerful position, so they may be wise to avoid coveting more. It would be prudent to focus on what one does have as opposed to what one does not have. Okay. I've got the affirmators here, so we'll get a card from here. You know, I'm sitting on my seat, I've lifted my feet from the ground and I'm swinging them as if I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, but like I've been strapped in, my feet are not on the ground, and I'm just sitting there waiting for the ride to start. The thrill ride. She said, hello, you fool, I love you. Come on, join the joyride. Confidence, yes. Yes, got to be proud of yourself. Okay, right. Here we are with the refrigerator. It looks like the refrigerator's in the shape of a Schmeg refrigerator. Okay, in this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbours over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? What's coming through is, remember what you've been told about your greatness. And because that energy of the divine feminine feeling extremely proud of the divine masculine, and she sees his untapped potential, his hidden abilities, talents, wanting to surface. So she's extremely proud. Okay. Like the pride of a good mother. So she's proud enough to show him off to the neighbours. Stick a picture of him on the fridge. Who is that? What an A+ that is. You know, when you're proud of your children, when they pass a test, an exam, when they excel, when they tap into their qualities, assets, attributes, positive attributes. Now, I want to make mention of something that can happen when you do praise somebody, which I've noticed. I've noticed it within my own children. Not so much now, because of self-awareness, that's I make them aware that this kind of happens. What I find happens when you praise someone. It seems that, like, in the next breath, they're actually behaving in the opposite. It's like, wow, what happened there? What does happen there? What is that response? You can praise somebody for acting charitable and nice and caring and considerate, and then in the next breath, It's like they're behaving in the completely opposite way. So what did your compliments or your confidence in them do to them? Why didn't they just like, I'm seeing the energy of a, what's it called, a springboard. Why didn't they springboard over that? And I can see like the apparatus in the gym. Should we say that? But I'm into a gymnasium I'm taken to, not like a weightlifting gym. I'm taken to primary school. So like these are lessons that that are primarily instilled within you. So we could take the primary colours, can't we? Blue, red and yellow. But mixing them together, will you create orange, purple and green? By mixing the combination. So these are kind of like ABCs. But I was taken to like the wall climbing frame being pulled out from the side of the wall and the benches coming out. And then it was more, I was taken to the horse that you would jump over and springboarding over that so that you have a clear jump. But I felt as if somebody had winded themselves on the horse. And where you would wind yourself would be by the solar plexus here. I know because I've been winded a couple of times. I've winded myself a couple of times. I have done it once on the gymnasium horse, I remember it. And another time, I ran into a bollard. I was playing and not looking. So this is when I was younger. And yeah, I'm running and turned a corner and ran into a concrete bollard. And I remember winding myself quite badly. It knocked the wind out of me. But this kind of stuff you wouldn't go home and tell your parents about. Yeah. I used to play in the allotments as well. But once I stood on top of a water butt and the lid collapsed and I fell into it. I was trying to dry my clothes out on the climbing frame, the monkey bars, you know, the climbing frame in the local park, so that my mum didn't realise my clothes were soaking wet. So I think I kept some clothes on. I don't think I was like streaking through the streets, but okay. So it's like I don't think my mum would have been proud of me. Maybe she had like, I don't know, complimented me and then I had gone off and misbehaved. I don't know what the meaning behind all of that is, but I know that I've put together that energy of, yeah, don't be surprised if you compliment somebody and then in the next breath they're behaving like the opposite. Okay, I think just something happens. It's like that reaction, the heart closes off again. So maybe that is no longer a pattern because of self-awareness. Your self-awareness is increasing. Well, I want to go to the Archangel Power Tarot cards. We get a message from here. Compliments, girl, on your kiss. You're number one girl on my list. Oh, a kiss. Lucy, don't start thinking about kissing. See, I'm saying to my brain, don't think about kissing, so what do you think I'm thinking about? That's like saying don't think of a pink elephant. You think of a pink elephant. Why is that? The 9 of Gabriel, so I was taken to when I looked at the time and it was 0909. Okay, because the 9 stood out, but I had no kind of meaning behind it, but this is the 9 of Wands. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility, environmental activism. So what comes through was something about the seeds that you've sown. Sowing the seeds of love. Hello, you look like a happy chappy. You look like you visited my store and bought yourself a hattie. A Panama hat. Let's read the message, Lucy. Comes in all sorts of colours and designs. Like maybe a few too many colours and designs. My boss does like to overbuy. Surprise! Thank you. Same product, seven different colours. Let's hope it sells. And what I find is, if a product doesn't sell, the season that I receive it, it will sell the next season. Or it will sell like the next year in that season. So stock that I receive, it's like, I don't expect this to like sell this season. We'll sell like last winter's stock this season. And this stuff is for next season. It goes out onto the shop floor, but it happens every time. A product will not be popular. And it's like, uh-oh, I've got all this stock. But it like feeds into the next year. So that's what I've noticed. Okay, Lucy, read the card. Okay. I want to say it's not all about you. No, it's about the Divine Masculine as well, and everybody else. So whoever wishes to, take over, we're telling the stories and speaking. Speak now. Otherwise I'll just carry on talking. Right, don't give up. Your determination and courage are needed now more than ever. You've come a long way and your work has been important and valuable. Stand your ground and protect what you have created. Be prepared for any possibility. I like that. You've already proven yourself and your position is secure so long as you have confidence. You may be tired, but this is the last challenging situation before success comes your way. That's amazing. I've got the biggest grin on my face. It's like I can feel someone it's like wipe that grin off your face. It's like, no, I will not. So it felt like a toxic energy wanting to, piss on your firework, piss on your bonfire. It's like you get burnt. That rocket will go up your ass. Okay. The additional meanings of this card: sticking with your plans, ability to fight off illness. Yes, that come through at the end of last night's live. Okay, miracle, the angel of alchemy. Sticking with your plans, ability to fight off illness, environmental activism, growing organic food. Like that pumpkin. Should we finish with a message from the journey of love? Let's do that. And then we can get on with our day. Because the morning has broken. Okay. The morning, the upset, the trauma. It's like a breaking down process. It's broken. Not broken, just bent. When I read the message from one of the... What one was it? Was it Poseidon? The book was bent, or was it? No, we couldn't find the book to that one. Oh, yes. Lucy, you're muttering to yourself, always. Contemplation. Card number 69. So that's the yin-yang energy. Coming together. Meditation at sunrise. That's the name of the painting. I want to tell you that I did not go to bed until 21 minutes past 4 this morning. Within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly, and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in an aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding. A question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come, sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together, there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. Okay, here's the poem. Patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening, memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces, residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. 3344 on the timer then. I just had a banner pop up on my phone. It's like Shaka Khan. Ain't nobody loves me better. That's what popped up. A recommendation for Ain't Nobody, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. I feel for you. I think I love you. Waiting for a twin soul. You got the yin yang there. That's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. I will talk to you guys, hopefully tonight. We shall go live. Let's see what transpires during the day. Okay, until we do talk, take care, much love. Bye for now.